Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the Tarot Collective for today. Today is Friday, February 27th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. Okay? Sorry. My Apple Watch always tells me that I have messages when I don't have messages. And when I go look on here, it's messages from 5 days ago. It's how is it even on here? It should be connected to my phone, and when I scroll it off on my phone, it should go away. Right? That would make sense. Okay, enough ranting. We got Deck of the Undead by Hattie Thorne. You can find this at hattiethorne.com. You can also find it in her Etsy shop. I want to thoroughly apologize because yesterday, if you watched Affirmations this morning, I mentioned that the Crow Collective that I did yesterday, which was about 32 minutes long, something like that, did not upload last night. And this morning, after 12 hours of uploading, it was only at 30%. Well, when I left, it was only at 35, and I had to leave. I have to go to work, so I had to leave it. And I literally did not even think about it until I just sat down to pull the deck for the reading, and yeah, I think it's at 45% now. I don't understand. I don't understand, YouTube. I don't understand. Crazy YouTube. They probably hate me. Oh my gosh. Anywho, we got one on the table. It really is obnoxious, though. When you do readings and you upload it, it's 30 minutes. The one I did, the other one was 20 minutes, and it uploaded in minutes. In minutes. 2 on the table, no major, no reverse. 3 on the table. 4 on the table. All right, we got 4 on the table, 2 majors, no reverse. Two more shuffles. Did I mention I love this deck? I love this deck. We got 6 on the table, 3 major, no reverse. Last shuffle. Okay, that's, I think, 8. 8 on the table, 3 major, no reverse. 9 with bottom of the deck. 3 major, no reverse. Bottom of the deck is 2 of Cups. Kind of wishy-washy energy at the top of the deck. 2 of Pentacles, King of Wands, 2 of Wands, 5 of Cups. Ooh, the Lovers. All right. I just kind of like to look at the bottom and the top. Sometimes there's a little mini read in there. Sometimes something jumps out at me. All right. Oh, I'm gonna post one of my favorite readers. It's he's Through Lynn's Eyes. He titled his reading for today "The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly." He did a pick-a-pile, which he used to do all the time. Now he rarely does it, but he did a pick-a-pile, and titled it The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And you guys know I've been using that phrase for how long? Um, yeah. So I'm going to post it if you guys want to watch it. He's good. I like him. I like him a lot. In fact, when I first started watching him, like I had it in my head that I was going to meet him one day. Is that weird? I think he's like, I'm 45, so I want to say he's like 30, less than 30 maybe. He's a baby. But I would love to meet him. He's fabulous. Anyway, I'm going to post it. I just thought it was funny. I'm almost through the whole thing. And yes, I watch both piles. Everybody watches both piles. Don't pretend when you see a reader do a pick a pile that you don't watch both piles. Because here's the thing. You can resonate from a little bit of each in each pile, right? That's just how it works. Everybody knows that. We got Page of Cups, Seven of Wands. We've got the Sun, Temperance. I'm kind of moving these cards around because I want to line them up. We got Knight of Pentacles. We've got the Hermit, Six of Cups, Four of Wands, and bottom of the deck, King of Cups. We do got some cups here. I just realized that. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. So with this, so the card that really jumped out to me was the Seven of Wands. Like somebody's trying to protect something. It says on there, defend what's left, even if it's just your sanity. I don't think that's what somebody's protecting. It could be, take how it resonates. But somebody's protecting something. I don't know if it's like an idea, or like if somebody's trying to protect themselves, or maybe a little bit of both, right? Maybe somebody has a business, they're trying to protect their business. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess in reality, all of it is protecting yourself, right? Whoever this person is with the Temperance card, this person, don't get me wrong, this person is balanced. The reason why they're balanced is because they know, it's going to sound funny, because they know they can be unbalanced. You know what I'm saying? With the Temperance card, whoever this is, like, they know that they do good, right? They know that they put good energy out there. Like, they can do really good things. They can be a really great person, really nice, kind, gentle, whatever. But they also recognize that there's another side of them, right? It's kind of like the angel on one shoulder and the demon on the other, Because the card says she mixes the cure or the cause, meaning like if something were to happen to me in my life, maybe I'm the cause. Maybe I caused something and then it happened, right? It's not always about woe is me and I'm the victim, right? We've been talking about this a lot for like the last few months, right? It's about recognizing that you can be at fault. You can do stupid shit. You can make a mistake. We're all human. You're not perfect. There's no such thing as perfection. It's a phrase. And it's a phrase that usually has very little meaning. I only really use it when I talk about food. I mean, seriously. But in regards to humanity, perfection? Come on. We're all healing, right? Some of us aren't even doing that. How would anybody think that they're perfect if they're out there running around all karmic and toxic? that in itself means, you know what I mean? That thought is karmic and toxic. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. This is like I can fix something, I can take care of it, but guess what? I'm the one that broke it. It's taking accountability, you know? I like it. I almost want to cry a little bit, I'm not going to lie. I think somebody kind of waking up and seeing that yes, you could be the fixer, but you could have also have been, you know what I mean? The one that broke it, the one that, the one that caused something to happen. I think somebody's seeing something for the first time and realizing like, oh shit, like I can't blame this on somebody else. I can only blame this on me. Like I did this. I did this to me. When we wake up and we realize that for the first time, when we actually take that accountability for ourselves, for our actions, for our inaction, that first time, oh, I feel like that is such an eye opener, you know? Because again, not a lot of people are going to do that. Not a lot of people get it. Hmm. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is somebody. I don't think this is somebody new to to a healing journey. But I feel like this is like I said, this is somebody waking up and realizing like, oh, like sometimes it is my fault. Sometimes I am to blame, you know? Because with this Knight of Pentacles, like somebody's waking up to this fact and somebody's gonna start to slowly integrate this knowledge into their existence. Sorry for the big words. Somebody's going to do the thing in their life. I feel like I meant to say the first one because that's what I wanted to say, but I feel like the second one, somebody's going to do a thing in their life. I feel like that was from him. Because that's not even really how I would usually speak. So I'm just going to say this with the Hermit card, somebody feels like they have to do this alone. Y'all, you don't have to do that alone. It, yeah, you're on your healing journey alone, right? Like you're going to heal. You can only heal yourself. You can't heal somebody else. So, yeah. Like you are on your own. Okay. Oh my god. There's that kitty. My neighbor and I were just talking about this cat earlier. And there it is. It's such a nice day, y'all. I came home, I fed the cats, and I went outside and walked for a little bit to get some sun. It was nice and warm out there. I didn't wear a coat or anything. I had 2 shirts on. That was it. I think she ran off. I hope she goes and gets some food. I put some food out earlier. You don't have to do it alone. Like, if you're on a healing journey, I mean, anytime in your life, not even when, you're having those growth spurts, those epiphany moments, you can talk to people. You can lean on people. You should have a friend or two, right? Or a family member or your lover, whatever the case, somebody that you can talk to about stuff. Because with this Hermit card, it's like implying like somebody, I don't think somebody's just like sitting at home healing. Like somebody's trying to do it on their own, but it's like at some point it would be detrimental to their own health, mental, emotional. possibly even physical. Because you need somebody to talk to, you need somebody to vent to, that kind of thing. And don't get me wrong, like you can do that with God, source. You know, if you believe and you want to do that, you can definitely do that. But sometimes we need an actual person. Like we actually need, a face or a voice on the line, like you actually need somebody to bounce, God's great. Love God, love my angels, love my ancestors, love my dearly departed loved ones. However, another human, is literally living the same existence, basically, that you are right now. You know what I mean? Like having another human to bounce something off of would be very beneficial. So if somebody is trying to do this alone and not having like a support system in place, I highly recommend a support system. I also feel too with the 6 of Cups, somebody's going to have a lot to unpack, like childhood trauma, wounding, that kind of thing. With this 4 of Wands, somebody needs to move from survival mode into, oh God, how would I say that? Move from survival mode into, I don't want to say healed, like present. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like when we're in survival mode, we're constantly on trigger. We could constantly be triggered, right? And that's not good. But if I feel like if you can leave that survival mode in the past with all that trauma, like just kick it out the door, work through it, get rid of it, you can live in the present. Because here's the thing, with the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, this could get very emotional for somebody. This could get very emotional. And again, that's why I really think somebody needs an outlet. Somebody needs a friend, a family member to vent to talk to. And it's not even like you need to tell them specifics or anything like that. It's just, even if you talk to them about other things going on in your life to clear up the space for the healing of this stuff, at least you're still having interaction with another person. At least you're still talking to another person. Because it's like, don't close yourself off from help and support. It's cranberry water. I think I put a little too much cranberry in there. I'm used to it being a little more watered down. The funny thing is with this Sun card, somebody's I think at the end of the day, like somebody's gonna figure it out. Somebody's gonna be just fine, because this Sun card, like this, whoever this is, they're not going back to the dark. Like once they realize like they need to take care of themselves, they need to protect themselves and protect their energy and everything that goes along with a healing journey and coming to light and all that jazz. Like somebody's not going to go back into the dark. Somebody's no longer going to hide themselves. They're not going to hide their past. This is somebody that's done with that. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why. Pardon me. I don't know why I'm picturing this when I'm looking at this King of Cups, but I'm picturing, I think it was Woody Harrelson and was it Bill Murray that were in the movie Kingpin? Did you ever see that? I hated it. I think I watched it once with my brother. My brother freaking loved that movie. Where they're like professional bowling players, like in tournaments and stuff across the country. I didn't like it. I'm pretty sure it was Woody Harrelson, Bill Murray, maybe someone else. I didn't like it. I don't know. It was. You know what's funny is I am not at all opposed to raunch and a little bit of nasty, but that like that I don't know. There was something about I don't know. I definitely could leave the movie, but for some reason I'm thinking about it. Again, whoever this is, take your time. Take take the time to work on yourself and heal yourself properly and again, congratulations because not everybody can come to the realization um that they could fuck up, you know. A lot of people out there, even people that claim to be healing, are constantly putting the blame on others, you know. And I think everybody, I think a lot, you know, as humans, right? I think everybody has the first instinct to do that, you know. But you guys know, if you follow, if you subscribe, in 2024 when I got into the fight with the lady at Thanksgiving, my coworker, and it took me. Okay, I did not turn that on, but I have my earbuds in, but I have my phone off, and all of a sudden the reading came on with Lynn. Anyway, um, it took me a few weeks to yeah, I think a few weeks to realize like I shouldn't have done what I did. You know, like I shouldn't have treated her the way that I treated her. And my rationalization at the time, though technically it could be valid, like when I went back and I looked at it, I was like, so what? Like, that's not how I treat people. So what if that's how she treated me? Let her treat me like that. Just don't have anything to do with her, you know? And that, you know, unfortunately at the time when I got into it with her, I was so like over the top pissed off. I wasn't even thinking. I just kind of was like on autopilot, you know. Now I try to think things through before before I react, right? Um yeah. And I honestly I'm at the point now where I just try not to let stuff bother me. You know, like if especially at work, there is always so much drama at work. It's ridiculous. And yeah, I recognize that some of that is my drama. I recognize that. Um but seriously, it just gets to the point where you literally just kind of have to like smirk and laugh and go about your business because otherwise you will be thinking about people and situations like all day every day and it's grotesque. That's a big word, but that it's grotesque. But yeah, it took me a few weeks to recognize my role in that situation, that I was the cause of that situation. She was not the cause of that situation, right? I caused the situation. She is the reason why I reacted the way that I did. You know, memories, things like that from past interactions with her. But she didn't cause that scene. I caused that scene, you know? It took me a hot minute to figure that out, to own up to my own part in that situation. And it's sad. It's really sad that there's so many people out there claim to be healing or healed, which, you know, I don't like. I like healing. I don't like healed, because I don't believe there is any such thing. You are always healing, always. But it's just amazing to me how many people don't, you know, they don't take any accountability for anything. And they can, I mean, you could as a human, as a person, right? You could legit find an excuse to put the blame on someone else for everything. You could. The thing is are you going to do that? Like, is that how you're going to live your life, you know? I like this. This is somebody realizing, you know, I'm not innocent, you know? Like, I do stupid stuff too. Welcome to the club. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a fabulous Friday evening, a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.